Destabilisation 2024 competition held by the African and Malagasy Council for Higher Education in Guinea or back in Mali. They were welcomed this morning at President Modibo Keïta International Airport, Seno, by Prime Minister Dr. Shoko Kalamai. Of the 50 candidates, 44, including 5 women, were admitted, representing a success rate of 88% for the first. Results testify to the transitional authority's commitment to research. Mali achieved a respectable participation in the Camés Conakry 2024 aggregation competition. At the end of the assessments, 326 candidates from 13 African countries were admitted, reinforcing the academic and medical core of the Camés area. Of the 50 Malian candidates who took part in the competition, 44 were awarded the aggregation, becoming associate lecturers in human medicine, pharmacy, dentistry, veterinary medicine and animal production. 32 are from the Faculty of Medicine and Dentistology and 12 from the Faculty of Pharmacy. The feelings that animate us first of all are feelings of joy. With this competition, Mali has had one of its best success rates, with 44 candidates achieving 88%. The Prime Minister warmly congratulated the winners, while reaffirming the transitional government's commitment to the development of scientific research. They honored us. You know it's CAN competition? It's a competition for all French-speaking countries. It was held in Guinea. In the number of candidates, Mali is second. We presented 50 candidates. What about the 50? We won 44. Score. To achieve these commendable results, the government, under the leadership of Army General Semagoida, provided all the necessary support to the candidates. For Dr. Shoko Kalamai, the Army and science are two essential pillars for the development of our country. These results are the product of their work, the product of framing, work and framing of the entire body of researchers, whatever their specialty. But it also reflects the government's growing awareness of the importance of scientists in society. Before leaving? The myth of higher education has made it personal. The president of the transition has made it a personal matter, and that's why. Insult was given, it was settled. So there's no debt given Mali. Better still, the candidates themselves, whatever the government can do for them, it has done. To the scientists followed exactly what the president used to say: Becky will have there the country's avenue, its children and education. Knowledge never dies. The Prime Minister also congratulated the winners from the countries of the Confederation of Sahel states, while encouraging those who had not been selected. Finally, he invited all Malaysians to unite around the transitional authorities, especially the army and our men of science.
Welcome back, families. Thank you so much for watching that video and listening to it. Yes, it's great news. Congratulations to them. Mali, yes. Look at the Prime Minister, how happy he was to receive them. If your Prime Minister has received you when you achieve something or congratulate you, it means there's something great going on. Yes, and we love that. Everyone likes to be praised. I've added another exciting video to this one. Yes, there is a celebration going on in Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, as we all know it. I managed to translate this quick one. Please listen to it and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
And now we come to the news of the day. It's the celebration of the triumphant entry of the FEMA Akidal here in Bamako. At the initiative of the Ministry for the Promotion of Women, Children and the Family, the women took to the streets this afternoon to show their support for the transitional authorities and invite them to continue the work of national construction. The march departed from 4 sites, with the Peace Monument and the ceremony as its destination. And by the ministers responsible for the promotion of women and his colleague responsible for reconciliation. Sir Outoui's report. As a symbol of recognition, the caravan meeting of the women of Mali was held on 4 axes converging on the Monument of Peace for the district of Bamako, a place of expedition for the women's organizations who had come from this arrondissement of the district of Cathy and the commune of Mande to reaffirm their support, 1 year after the recovery of Kadala. On the placards were slogans encouraging peace, cohesion and national reconciliation. Who among us was not shocked to see our flag vandalized by brigands? Who among us has not seen his or her dignity and honor shattered by seeing some of our Malian officials humiliated? Who among us has not lost a loved one as a result of this war imposed on our people? Today, this trauma, this shock is behind us. Women of Mali, we are women. I repeat a fourth time, women of Mali, we are women. This meeting is national in scope, as it is being held simultaneously in all Mali's original capital cities. This gesture is greatly appreciated by our authorities. Creating the roles and responsibilities you can and must play for national emancipation. And above all to secure and pacify. I'm pleased to remind you that, as women are the backbone of a nation, we, the women of Mali, must reinforce the mark of solidarity, union and cohesion that we are showing to the whole world. And at this very moment, from the Kittle of yesterday to the recovery of a year ago, the minister in charge of reconciliation recalled the conditions and efforts made by the authorities. It is important to note that at the start of the transition, if a minister had to go to Kittle, he had to find compromises with the signatory movements of the CMA, he had to find an arrangement with the MINISTREMENT, he often had to pay for his security on the spot in humiliation, under duress and be secured by the signatory movements present in Kittle, which did what it wanted. Against state officials, against the Malian flag, against our dignity, against our honor. From the march towards a unified Mali, the minister launched an appeal to the displaced populations of Kittle. The return of the state to Kittle through the women has unfortunately seen a certain number of Kittle inhabitants leave the town on the basis of manipulation, blackmail and many other bases that are outside Malian territory today. Some are in Algeria, some are in Mauritania, some are in Niger, and some are even scattered across Malian territory, far from their hometowns. This is the place to tell them that the armed defense and security forces are carrying out their Regalian mission of protecting the population and their property, are at the service of the people in general and the people of Killar in particular. There is no amalgam, there is no injustice, there is no mixing. The people who have gone are asked to return home. In Kittle, the women of Mali paid tribute to the soldiers and civilians who fell for Mali. They also congratulated the transitional president on his regional army guard.
Yes, families, there are a lot of celebrations in the Sahel. Why not to celebrate after everything that they are going through, every little thing? And this is not little. How many countries? 12 to 13 countries, and they came on top. The women are also celebrating on their own, supporting their men, congratulating their men, and telling them they are behind them 100%, denouncing the enemy, calling on the enemy to put their arms down. This celebration is not going on only in Mali, it's in Burkina Faso, it's in Niger, and I'll put all together and share it with you. It might be long, but I will premiere it so you can have time to listen to it later. I will leave you here, families, my returning and new families. Thank you so much for subscribing to join this family. My kings and queens, my VIPs, thank you all. I truly appreciate you all. Those who have been super chatting me, oh my goodness, I appreciate you. God bless you all. I will be back, like I said, I promise you another long video later on. Credit to ORTM and RTB News. I will see you back, families. Thank you. God bless you. Have a great day.